Boys, so we have a new banner event, whatever. So we just got the Rivals Full Force events, which if you guys haven't played Full Forces, they're not that difficult. And with it, we got a main character Fair Scout and a main character Guaranteed Special Scout. Now, I'm just going to say this right now. I'll see the main scout paid guarantees a 5-star. It's not a select, but it's a paid multi where you're guaranteed a 5-star. So with that out of the way, it's obviously paid gems. So now going over how worth this banner is, because you see Zacian again, you see Snorlax, you see Lucas, but then on the paid you see Eevee instead of Zacian. I just want to say on the paid, Zacian is still in there. They just changed the banner image to show Eevee for some reason. But Zacian's still on there. Both of the banners are 10% rates because both of them are fairs. No, I lied. So, on the paid, my god, I even did my homework on this and I forgot this. So, on the paid, it's a 7% 5-star rate, but you're guaranteed a 5-star. Whereas on the non-paid with the normal gems, it's 10% rates. Each featured unit being Snorlax, Zacian, and Lucas are at a 1.5% rate. So now, if you guys have been on this channel for a little bit, you guys know how good Snorlax is. We talked about Gloria several times because she has reruns several times, but we haven't really talked about Lucas post-release. I don't think I did a monthly review on that. And I just want to clear some stuff up that I said initially that I haven't really had to speak on again because I never really had the chance to. So Lucas, I initially gave him flat because I'm like, ugh, it's another dragon type. It's another offensive unit with some support. Dragon needs a tank, which is still true. And I did the same shit for Flygon. I said, oh, it's another dragon type. It should have been this, this, this. Instead, we got this, this, this. And I realized how fucking broken Flygon was later. Very, very similar case for Dialga. So as you guys see on screen, we have Dialga, and I'm gonna go over Zacian and Snorlax a little bit as well, but those will be more highlights. This is where the meat of the video is. Dialga. So Dialga is a pair. He released with Master Fair Cynthia like shortly after, and these two were the first zone setters. Zones act the same way as weathers in terrains, where it's a 50% buff, except for Sand and Hail, because lol, get fucked, loser. So, Dialga has Grand Entry 4, plus 4 special attack when you enter the field. Command Freebie 9 when its trainer uses a move, and this includes your zone, you get free move next, and Adrenaline. When you sink, count down -1. Nice. You have Roar of Time, 13 base power, which you get the 50% from the zone. Dragon Wish, which is obviously zone, 2 bars. Territories you'll play into Dragon Zone. Dragon type attacks are powered up. And once again, that's by 50%, which Roar of Time benefits from, which is super good. That could cost 0 bars if you literally go Dragon Wish into Roar of Time, into Time into Roar of Time, XP plus into Roar of Time, and XP plus, so you can max out your own speed while cycling free move next, so you can have double 4 bars, like, with no problem, because his costs nothing. Then entire time raises your special attack by 2, accident by 1, crit hit by 3. So they gave him Grand Entry to not overload his last TM. So you max out your special attack, max out your crit, bang, you have a fully powered up Roar of Time, because you get the freebie with it. So that, freebie, Roar of Time, fully powered up. Super strong right out of the gate. Sync move, attacks powers increase when in Dragon Zone. That is 50% because with zone, that rounds that up to X2, or 100%. So that's the point of that. Then EX stats, you have 370 special attack, which isn't bad. That's like very, very strong. Now, grid, 1 out of 5, doesn't really have much. You get the accuracy for 95, so that's something, sure. Not the worst in the world. 2 out of 5, you get Draconic Sync, so that's another 4% buff when in Dragon Zone. You get some Roar Time power-ups, another accuracy for 100%. Natural Remedy, Dauntless, it's whatever. Then maxed out, you get Draconic Power. So powers with the user's moves when in Dragon Zone. You get Dragon Wish stuff, which is fine. Super Command, 50% chance of playing Super Effective next when the trainer uses a move. So this can apply to Dragon Wish as well. While you're cycling your TMs, you can get a super powered Roar of Time, or if you're lucky enough, you can get it before your sync. Which Dialga has a super easy to set up sync move because he has Inertia, fully sets up himself, and Draconic Sync on top of built-in and Zone. That which he sets up by himself, which you could give super effective up as well. So he hits very hard. His signature is way easier to set up than Cynthia's, and I completely looked over this because I am biased as fuck against dragons. There's no other way to put it. And any future Dragon Unit 2 come out, just know shit will be biased. I'm trying to look at stuff with a more careful eye. I'm trying to remove the bias because I realized I fucked up twice. Stop. Shut up. Read. Think. I'm trying to tell myself that. I'm beating myself up about this. Dialga, super fucking good. Like 1 out of 5 is all you need. I was lucky enough to pull 2 out of 5 to get some of the nuke. I have yet to EX him. I'm going to very soon, but I have yet to put him 3 out of 5 for the inertia. And he also gets a Draconic Acceleration, which with plus 6 speed and 300 base speed, which is fine. That goes quite fast, even though you don't need it, because once again, super sustainable move gauge wise. So Dialga is super good. If you don't have Dialga, he is easily the best zone setter we have at the moment. Like I think this is unanimously agreed upon. Mawa's very good. Ingo's fine. Cynthia is very good, but her sync's a little harder to set up. I forgot what other zones exist, so we're just gonna move on. But yeah, I think Dialga is like the best zone setter at the moment. I don't think many people will argue that. But yeah, Dialga, if you don't have Dialga, that makes this super worth alone. Now, Snorlax. We went over Snorlax many times here on this channel because he's been back several times. They just keep rerunning him for some reason. If you don't have him at this point, that's kind of on you. I understand that Master Fairs are draining everyone. Like I've seen people have to pity 2 of the 3, then just have to skip the 3rd entirely because they said I'm not gonna have enough, which I understand, and I feel bad for those people because FOMO, Master Fairs haven't come back yet. I get it. Like I feel it. Like I'm probably gonna end up spending money for Lugia. Like I get it. I feel it. So what makes Snorlax super good is his TM. Now if you guys saw some of my showcases, you'll notice that I tried to do lower tier pairs with Snorlax because of just how fast he can augment damage. Sync countdown by 1, so you'll see it go tick tick. Raises ally crit rate by 2, and applies super effective next. Crit rate, acceleration, and SE up. That is super broken. He is the one I've been using for like a majority of my speed comps, just because of how fast he can get shit down. And you make him EX, he is he can tank. The issue is his defenses, because Team Idler, he only gets defenses when drop below half or below. He can raise special defense when you use a TM, which takes time. Max regen, that's only after you max move, which is after you're already getting your you and me's in. But then you EX him, you get the EX buff, but then you're still counting down for your sync nuke, or whoever has a sync EX for their mega evolution. For example, Red, Mawile, or just whoever else. Like, that is what I use him for. And the best part is, mine is only 1 out of 5, because that's all you need for the TM MPR. I normally don't like relying on MPRs, but if it's something as broken as acceleration and super effective up, sure, I'll play the dice a few times, because I get 3 guaranteed because of his max move. Restores 1 MP of the user's moves. So you get 3 mini potion alls, and you get 3 you and me's guaranteed. But then when you get more dupes, you can do more mini potion stuff, so you could start with half HP, but then heal up a decent chunk of that, take some hits, heal back up. That's an idea. Rock Smash on a roll with 2 out of 5. That's not bad. If it's more of a physical team and you have 1 extra action, sure, punch him in the face. Maybe you'll get lucky. Who knows? And you can also give him adrenaline. I gave mine head start via lucky cookies because it's just more sync countdown. He does such a good job at speed comps. All you need is one. If you have one, don't worry about it. If you get more, you can do the potion stuff, as I said. Not needed at all. I'm still rocking with my 1 out of 5, and he's doing wonders. Now, Gloria. We went over Gloria sometimes as well, because for some reason, they keep rerunning her. Right? So, Fierce Entry, +2 attack. Very decent move gauge sustainability with MGR4. Sync Burst. When you sync, you get both of your MPs back. So you want to sync with her, but her issue is that her attacks have increased power when the enemy has a sync buff. Current meta is pre-syncing. If you are not pre-syncing, you're getting hurt. Unless if the team is very bulky, unless if you could beef up your team with defenses, it's going to hurt. So if you're not as good when it comes to pre-syncing, if you don't have all the tools, first off, Snox is a very helpful tool for that. Second, just Behemoth Blade after. That's all you can really do. It's beneficial for off-typing because naturally your defense isn't there. So when they sync you, just hit them. That's all you can really do. So Glory doesn't need dupes. Like 1 out of 5 works for the most part. When you start to get more and more dupes, Critical Frosty, I don't worry about that. But Behemoth Blade power is what I would get. Sync with power. Head Start's a good idea if it's a very specific speed comp. Her team also has sync acceleration, guaranteed crit. So if you do a big sync nuke, you could just do guaranteed crit on everyone. You have adrenaline as well, which can have its uses depending on the comp. Also, one more thing I actually forgot to mention about. Nope, I forgot it. Lovely. So yeah, Gloria only needs 1 out of 5. If you get more dupes, sure. It's more power for your Behemoth Blade. It's more move gauge refreshes, more move gauge sustainability. That's fine. Now, how worth is this banner? If you don't own Dialga or Snorlax, I would say get them. Like, despite there being Master Fairs here, like, we don't know when Lucas is gonna come back. Snorlax is probably gonna come back, but we're so close to Dynamines at this point. Just wait a few days for Dynamines. They'll be here within the week. We'll know who the summer pairs are, how good they are, because fairs will always come back. Seasonals, you have to wait about a year. Like, I'm still missing Fall Caitlyn, and I'm like, shit, I wish I got her. I did pick up Togepi. I had to wait a whole year for that. That was brutal. Like that just sucked. And yes, I've even missed the paid seasonal select because I'm an idiot and I mistimed the days. But yeah, we don't know when these are going to come back. Simple as that. If you want to do the paid, do the paid. But I say get one of each. Zacian, if you miss Zacian, don't worry about Zacian. There are other steel DPS. Like I did Solgaleo power. I did Power Reserve Solgaleo against Steel Week content, and I just crushed it. Zones are everything. Like, Dialga alone, zones are forever. Like, zones will last until the end of this game's life. People still use Luxray. And he came out a while ago just because he has a terrain. People use Tech Egg Ninetales because it's Sun. Zones, weathers, terrains, those are forever. But I understand the FOMO of Master Fairs. Wait for data mines, get whoever you want from the Master Fairs, whatever you have extra or don't want from Summer, I highly recommend you put it into this banner. Then from here, it's like a hard track to Anniversary. Dialga is worth the EX. He is broken. Snorlax is worth the EX. He is broken. One of your best damage augmenters in the game. It's not even funny. It's stupid how strong they are. And, those are the 3 most noteworthy things from the banner. But other things on the banner, like Gym units, the only 5 stars here, and I think only units, period, are main character units. Chicory and Toda, who just got EXs. Eevee, if you get Eevee dupes, very good because of the move gauge charge. Hilbert, if you don't have him 3 out of 5, he's one of your fastest physical attack supporters in the game. Brendan and Trico, very strong grass DPS if you don't want to use Rose Raid. Dawn and Turtwig, fine 1 out of 5. And May and Mudkip. Very strong range setter, strong sync nuke. Still use them to this day with Archie. But you don't need Archie. Like, May does just fine by herself just because she's a very strong sync Newt. So those are all units that are worth it if you're newer. Otherwise, if you're just here for the fairs, 1 Snorlax, 1 Dialga, like, I highly recommend you get them. I understand if you skip, but I also understand if you go for it. I'm just telling you, they're good. This is bait. This is meant to get your money. Because they know how good these units are. They know. And yeah, that's all we have to say here. If you're summoning, good luck. If you own them and you want dupes, maybe steer clear of this. But if you summoned or plan on summoning, let me know how they go. Because I like seeing you guys get what you want, and if you're not so lucky, I'll give you a little pat on the shoulder. Because I feel for you. We all have off banners, right? And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video.